41. For an angle theta such that the square root of sine of theta divided by square root of cosine of theta equals negative square root of tan of theta, and also sine of theta plus cosine of theta is 1/2. We're going to find the value of sine of theta minus cosine of theta, and sine of theta cannot be 0. So basically just kind of splitting this up a bit. If you look at this is really like square root of sine of theta divided by square root of cosine of theta equals negative square root of sine of theta divided, let's just go ahead and put the whole thing, divided by cosine of theta. All right, so that's basically what this says. Now, sine of theta is going to have to be positive, and cosine of theta is going to be negative. And this one is due to the fact that when you square both sides, one of these has to be negative. And the only one that can be, because of this negative here, the only one that can be negative is cosine, because cosine is an even function. So in an even function, you can make that positive. So other than that, let's just say that this is given. So I don't know where you are in your studies, but let's just say that is a given there. So basically we have sine of theta plus cosine of theta equals 1/2. So let's square both sides. And the reason we want to square both sides is so we can solve for this. So squaring both sides, we're going to get sine squared of theta plus 2 sine of theta cosine of theta plus cosine squared of theta equals 1/4. All right. These two right here is your Pythagorean identity. So that's going to be 1. So those equal 1. So you're going to have 1 plus 2 sine of theta times cosine of theta equals 1/4. All right. Now go ahead and subtract the 1 from both sides. So subtract 1 and you get 2 sine of theta cosine of theta equals negative 3 divided by 4. So we're going to use that in just a minute. Now next we're going to look and see what we have here for sine of theta minus cosine of theta. So let's square that. So we have sine of theta minus cosine of theta, and let's square it. That's going to equal sine squared of theta minus 2 sine of theta cosine of theta plus cosine squared of theta. And again, this equals 1, your Pythagorean identities. So you get 1 minus 2 sine of theta cosine of theta. All right. Now, once you have this, we can substitute in, because remember our 2 sine of theta cosine of theta equals negative 3/4. So this is going to give you 1 minus 2 times, well, we already have the 2, so this is going to be 1 plus 3/4, and this is going to equal 7/4. All right, so what we have is this equals sine of theta minus cosine of theta squared. So when you square root both sides, you're going to get square root of, let's put plus and minus, plus or minus square root of 7 divided by 2 equals sine of theta minus cosine of theta. All right, now that we have that, we know that sine is positive and cosine is negative. So when you look at sine of theta minus cosine of theta, that means we have positive minus, remember cosine is negative, so minus a negative. So that's going to be a positive. So this whole thing is positive. So we want our answer to be positive. So what I'm going to do is take away this negative and make this a positive. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.